And this is BBC One.
These two men are in disguise for one reason: to protect the identity of their children. Children who they've been fighting to see, in some cases, for several years. Should fathers have more rights? Hello, I'm Nadia Sawala. Welcome to Now You're Talking. You'll all be familiar with the now regular pictures of fathers protesting about their rights to see their children. In this country, married or not, a father has no automatic legal rights to access. And many complain that in the event of a custody battle, the courts are biased in favour of the mother. Would you say that's true?
Yes, that's true. If you look at the figures to start with, 97% of women have their residency orders given to them straight away. Therefore, the father don't stand a chance before you even give him one.
What's been your experience?
2.5 years of fighting the legal system, getting nowhere fast, crying in the corner every time you come out of a courtroom because no judge will make an order. He's scared he's going to upset the woman, therefore it can't go ahead. So you just keep getting adjourned, and because it's circuit judges, it just gets passed on from one judge to the next judge to another judge. What
reasons were you given for not getting a contact order?
They just put no reason. Basically, they turn around and say, "Oh, we'll have reports from several different outlets, including Cafcass," which therefore that takes so long to get these reports. They're supposed to take 6 weeks. Cafcass now is on 28 weeks.
Right, and how are you left feeling when the process is taking
It's a living bereavement. I just, you know, your children, you just miss them so much, and then you go to court and you think, yeah, I'm the father, I've got rights.
What's your situation now? Are you seeing your children?
No, I've got a court case pending.
Okay, Judith.
I think men start from a very difficult position because the courts are, of course, child-focused. And it's right that there is a lot of delay in waiting for the Cafcass reports to come through. And of course, delay just adds difficulty to the situation that the men are already in. But having said that, in my view, the courts aren't biased against men. I think that the situation that they find themselves in is difficult because the court is always looking at the interests of the child. And if a report says, for whatever reason, that this child doesn't want to see the father, then the court has to look at that and examine it. And in my view, they do that thoroughly, and there are specialised judges doing the work. So
John's getting very upset here already. Go on then, mate.
Right. This is 17 years ago. I was separated from my wife. The situation is exactly the same today. My wife said to me, I want us to get divorced. So that's what had to happen. We had 2 kids, a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. And she said, I want you out of the house. I said, well, look, I've been doing more than my share of the childcare. I do more of it than you do. We both worked, both had responsible jobs, we both worked. I said, you know, I want to have 50-50 contact. She said, look, there's no way. If you fight me in the courts, you know very well there's no way you will get 50%.
And what happened when you did?
We didn't go to court because I accepted the fact that I wasn't going to win in court. So I negotiated with her, and I got 1 weekend in 2. And I said, look, if I give you some extra maintenance, will you allow me an extra afternoon a week? And she said yes, because she's nice and reasonable. She is nice and reasonable. Compared with a lot of people, a lot of women out there, she was reasonable. And so for the first 4 years after separation, I saw my children once every 2 weeks. She then moved to Liverpool. When she moved to Liverpool after 2 years of the
and did she do that without telling you?
Well, she told me she was going.
Yeah.
She moved to Liverpool. I might just mention something really hurt me. I mean, the guy over there was saying it was bereavement. I couldn't see my son. My son was 5 years old. We'd put him into a school right near where I worked on purpose. 3:30 every day, he walked past where I worked. I was not allowed to see him. She said, if you see him then, you won't see him the weekends. If you wave to him, you won't see him the weekends. Now, she's a reasonable